I'll have you do is take a seat toward the back of your mat, crossing right leg in front of left. Now just bring your fingertips to the floor. Maybe your elbows will bend. I'm gonna get a little woo-woo on everybody here. I want you to feel the energy of the earth. Now it's a little challenging. Sometimes you have carpet, concrete, wood floors, whatever it may be. It may even be on the second story, third story, up high in the sky. But just imagine that you can feel the energy of the earth, like a vibration or a heartbeat. And just try to sync up with the energy of the earth. So what you can imagine is that your fingertips grow little roots like grass or trees. And your sits bones start to grow roots, tailbone, down into the earth. And imagine those roots spreading through the earth and extending outward and down until all of our roots connect. No matter where we are, no matter what space you're in, those roots connect us all together. And during these interesting, challenging times, we're reminded how connected we really are, even when we're disconnected or distant. Now let's take a collective breath up through those roots to the center of the earth. Big inhale. Open the mouth. One more of those. Big inhale from the roots of the earth. Out the mouth. Now maybe your palms sink flat into the mat. Lift up through the crown of the head, connecting earth to sky. And becoming one with your breath. So that the breath is even samavriti, like a 5 count in and a 5 count out. Now draw your hands together right at your heart center. Take another slow inhale. We'll chant the sound of Om. Continue to breathe, and then open up your eyes and go ahead and press play. Inspiration Drive, first song. Now reach your right arm out to the side and extend the left arm overhead, side body stretch. Now your left rib cage, move it outward a little bit, so press down into the right hand. Now we're gonna half circle to the other side, right hand to the left thigh. So now you're in a twist instead of a side body stretch. Left shoulder draws back, lift the chest. Now your right leg is gonna extend forward to straighten out your right leg and windmill your arms around so your left hand reaches across to the outside. One of the things that I miss most is everyone being on the same song beat, the same lyric. We're close though. Now sit up tall, left hand's gonna reach behind, right arm comes up and over, push down into your left shin, lift your hips, push the right hip up toward the ceiling. And then go ahead and take a seat. Cross left ankle in front of right, left arm reaches to the side, right arm comes over for the side body stretch. Now push into your left hand to move your right rib cage outward. Circle around into a twist. Right shoulder draws back, chest lifts. Just extend left leg forward and bring right arm across to reach. Breathe. Right arm comes up and over your head. Press down into the right shin. Left arm now reaches to the back wall. And then we'll take a seat. Cross your ankles, come forward, tabletop. Just a little bit of movement here, anything that your body needs. This is really your opportunity to see where you're holding on to anything. So maybe sitting back into the hips, maybe stepping one foot behind the other. That feels kind of nice. I'm gonna go ahead and reach your left hand to the front right corner of your mat. Take your right arm underneath. Press down through the top, both feet. Come up and switch. Right hand front, left corner of the mat. Left arm underneath, threading. Pressing through tops of both feet. Coming back to center, reaching both hands forward now. Let the heart melt. Now come forward into a sphinx. Push your knees back, thighs on the mat, chest lifts. Make some head circles, move your chin. Now bring your chest to the mat, slide your hands back. Let's bring the hands off wide. So we want the fingertips off the mat, but behind the shoulders. So make sure you're not way out in front. Slide the hands back, 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 and then press into the fingertips and lift. Move the shoulders, move the hips a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Hug the ribs in, or the thumbs into the ribs, and straighten out the arms. Rise to the top of cobra. Lift your chin, look up. And then curl your toes nice and slow, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bend left, bend right. Some buoyancy in the shoulders, some softness in the heart space between the shoulder blades. And then spin the heels all the way over to the right. You're gonna step the left foot behind. Use that right hand, push forward, press down through the left, and then rotate the left side of your chest down a little more. And then come to center and switch. Right foot steps behind. Left hand is pushing forward. Right palm is pressing down, rotating the right side of your chest toward the earth. And then come back around to center. Go ahead and take it nice and slow. Tippy toe all the way up into a yogi squat. Hands will come to the heart. Use your glutes. So don't just rely on your elbows to open your inner thighs. Use your glutes to pull the knees wide. Then bring the hands down. Let the heels go out. Grab the elbows. Let a little sway come into your body like waves. So really tapping into all the elements that are found here on earth. Not just the earth element, but the water, the fire, the air. Bring hands down to the mat, bend your knees, round your back, slowly come to stand. Take a big inhale, reach up both hands. On an exhale, take it to the right, shift your hips to the left side. Might feel nice to just close your eyes, lean back a little bit. Your body is yawning awake for the day. Come to center, inhale. Exhale over to the left. Hips moving to the right. Coming back up to center. Make a bind, but switch your grips. If you're normally comfortable with your left thumb on top, switch it so opposite fingers are interlaced. Now pull the knuckles down toward the ground. Take a breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, make sound. And then knees bend as you come all the way down. Now take it side to side, shoulder to knee, shoulder to thigh. And then release the grip. Spin your heels in, return to your yogi squat. Now set your hands down just like they're going to be in chaturanga. Index fingers pointed forward, maybe even turned out a little bit. And all you're going to do is simply lightly shift and float back. Bottom of chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Take deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth. Heels are sending down into the earth. Inner thighs are moving back, shoulders away from the ears. Every time we come to down dog, it's just a chance to reconnect. Reconnect to the earth through the hands and the feet. Now inhale up on the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees and hop into yogi squat. Inhale your hands to heart, chest up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Spin the heels out wide. With an inhale, rise, reach up high. Exhale, take it over to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Yogi squat, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhales down. Connect, hands and feet. Feel the earth energy. Up onto the toe. Exhale, step or hop, yogi squat. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hips high, legs wide. Inhale, right. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, yogi squat. Just bring the heels in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhales down, connect. So the earth energy represents our ability to find stillness, strength, stability. Bend those knees and hop into yogi squat. Hands to heart, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Yogi squat, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhaling up. Exhales down. Nice deep breath. All right, let's go ahead and slowly lift the right leg, keeping the hips squared, so don't lift quite so high. With an exhale, bring it to the nose, round your back, pull the belly in tight. And then inhale, send it back with the knee bend and the hip stack, open up, even turn your chest open a little bit, but keep the palms flat. Now with an exhale, go ahead and step to the right thumb on the inside. Shift your chest forward over your toes. Now we're gonna step up and go right into a forward fold. Bending the knees, sitting the hips back, Utkatasana, fierce pose. I want you to keep a little bend in your knees as you begin to forward fold. So the knees stay bent, belly and chest to thighs. And then as you inhale, straighten your leg and rise on your fingertips. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back. We're bringing the knee down to the mat. Inhale, reaching up, Anjaneyasana. Now, when we get into our flow, I don't want you to overthink right, left, or try to switch to make it perfect. It doesn't matter. You'll end up doing both. I'll say one, and if you end up doing the other, that's fine. You'll just switch it on the other side. Don't be attached to wrong or right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. All right, left leg lifts, squared hips, so not quite as high as you normally would do it. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders shift over wrist. Inhale, send it back. Now let the knee bend, the hip stack, open it up, but palms stay flat. Exhale, step inside left thumb. Shift forward, exaggerate, heart forward on fingertips. Exhale, step up, forehead into the shins. Sit your hips back, inhale, Utkatasana. Keep the knees bent, exhale, chest to thighs. Inhale, straighten legs, on your fingertips you rise. Exhale, left foot steps behind. Anjaneyasana, reaching up, back foot pressing down into the earth. Maybe even allowing your fingers to open and spread, letting energy flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down. All right, let's go with the breath. Inhale, right leg. Exhale to the nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, step. Chest forward, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, step up. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, reach up both hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. Left leg inhale. Exhale to your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Chest, inhale, breath. Exhale, step. Sit back into the hips, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down, right leg inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, step. Offer the heart, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend. Exhale. Inhale, straighten left. Exhale, right foot step. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Take it slow. Exhales down. Left leg inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chest. Exhale, step. Inhale, chair. Exhale. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, both hands up high. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. Similar flow that we did yesterday and the day before. We're going to change the beginning just a little bit. Right leg, give it a lift. Now exhale, begin to shift forward and flip. I like to come into a seated position. That's my exhale breath. And then with the inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, step your right foot up. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Now watch this transition, guys. As I exhale, I just replace my hands and slide into flying monkey. And you might have to lift your left heel like me. You might keep it flat, but right toes toward the ceiling, reaching out with the left hand. Now we're gonna replace the hands, come through center, right hand lifts. We come into a side lunge twist. Take your right arm and thread it underneath. Straighten your legs, reaching for your shoulder blades, forward folding. Then bring the arms out wide, inhale, rise. Open up to warrior two. Feel the outer right hip draw back and then pull your left shoulder back. Reverse the triangle, inhale, straighten the front leg. One more, inhale, stretch back. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to mat. Inhales up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend, shift, and flip. I like to sit. Inhale, the hips up. Now exhale, step forward. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, fly to the right. Now side lunge to the left. Switch your hands, left hand to the sky. Exhale, come fold forward and reach for your shoulder blades. Now inhale, arms come out, reach up, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, face the front. Exaggerate, left hip back, right shoulder back. Reverse triangle, inhale, lift your kneecaps, engage your quadriceps. Exhale, chaturanga, now we're just moving with the breath. Inhales up, exhales down. Think of my cues as just map quest. You go at your speed, you're breathing, right leg inhale. Exhale, shift and flip. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, step. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, around to the left side. Inhale, side lunge right. Exhale, fold, reach underneath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling up dog. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, shift and flip. Inhale, hips. Exhale, step. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, over to the right, fly. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, fold, reach underneath. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, warrior B. Straighten leg, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg, inhale. Exhale, flip, shift. Inhale. Exhale, step. Right hand up, inhale. Exhale, around to the side, fly. Inhale, side lunge, bend the right. Exhale, reach and fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, shift and flip. Inhale, send the hips up. Exhale, step. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, flying monkey to the right. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, thread underneath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior B. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. So real fluid in that flow. Now find a child's pose. Couple deep breaths. All right, back to downward facing dog. Right leg up. Exhale, step through. Back foot flat, open up, warrior two. Now bring the left hand behind your back, make your half wrap. Good. From here, reverse the warrior. Now make sure both legs are activating nice and strong. So as you bend into your front knee, you're actually pulling your front heel back as you're pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. When you exhale, keep the right arm reaching forward, palm facing up. So it's extended with the opposite arm. Bottom arm is reaching forward. That front leg super engaged. Your hamstring is squeezing, back leg, quadricep, pressing straight. Now begin to shift onto the right fingertips, left leg lifts. I want you to take your left hand and touch the left thigh. Feel your quadricep, feel the leg muscle, maybe even feel your glute. Make sure everything is really engaged, really tight. Now, as the left hand reaches, use that hand to lift the right. It's really your core on your side, your obliques, your transverse abs to keep you floating. 3, 2, Let's put a soft bend in right knee, step back into a goddess stance, hands on your thighs, little sway side to side. So hopefully when you come back, you're going to be so comfortable with moving in your own way that you're not going to be concerned about what other people think. You're just going to allow your body to move real naturally, organically, sensuously, different than sensual, sensuous. Whew. Just allow some movement into it. The arms, the shoulders, maybe even closing your eyes, doing any type of movement that feels right for you. Keep some movement going, keep the flow, that water element. We are the blue planet. Now sink a little bit deeper and then sink so deep that right leg straightens out and you come down into a seat for gate pose variation. Padidasana, we see this pose in a lot of different ways. We see it this way, we see it this way, right? There's lots of different ways of doing this. This is the seated version, right hand, left ankle, left arm reaches. Okay, so I'm gonna try to transition right into the next pose without moving or fidgeting. You might have to use your hands and that's fine. The other way is to come forward onto the ball of the foot first, right? So I'm just gonna go right into the next pose. Arms come out wide. Toes are in a little bit, arches lift, and then you start to shift forward just slightly. Now grab the outer edges of your feet or your ankles, fold forward. Come up onto your fingertips. Now listen, your back foot angles forward a little bit. So making sure your pinky toe is facing inward slightly. Your front foot will pivot out. You'll rotate all the way around. I actually take my hands and I circle around to the outside and reach left arm to sky. Trikonasana, tucking the right hip back. You're actually pressing the top left hip toward the left side of your mat. And then reaching extended top hand. One more breath. Press back foot, stretch left fingertips. And then left hand comes down, back foot just pivots. You're on the ball of your back foot, right leg stays straight, forehead toward the shin. Bend your right knee. Left hand's going down. Okay, right arm's gonna reach. That right foot floats all the way back. Now bring right hand down and roll to the outer edge of the right foot and keeping your feet staggered, left foot in front of the right. Now bring your hips forward, your shoulder over your wrist. Left arm reaches. Press down into your right heel and begin to lift the left foot through the left heel. And you want your left foot to be at least as high as your hip, if not higher than it. 3. Grip the mat with your hand. 2. And then tuck your left knee towards your chest and step runner's lunge. Nice, guys. All right, we're gonna come right up into a tree. Right hand grabs right ankle. The key to tree and to keep the foot from slipping is to use your hamstring, to actively imagine you're hugging something in between your calf and your hamstring, super, super tight. Put the foot inside the thigh. Now the hips will shift to the right, navel point toward the spine, hands to heart center. Gratitude for all those trees that help us breathe. Maybe you become your own variation of a tree. You can be like a willow, arms just hanging, maybe a cactus, a pine tree, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be. It's replicating the energy of the tree, able to move with the winds of change. That's what we're learning to do, right? Adapt to what's going on in this life. All right, options, peace fingers, big toe if you're a traditional type. I like to make sure I get the external rotation of the thigh, so I go to the heel or the arch and then extend. 3, 2, half lotus. Bring right heel up toward left hip crease. So then allow the knee to rotate down. Okay, from here, you can reach around and grab. If that's too much on your knee, just slide just above your kneecap. That's fine. Now in half lotus, we want to make the bowl of the pelvis, because the pelvis is like a bowl that holds the energy, the water element. We want the bowl to be level, so pull the hip points up and draw the navel point back. Now you're going to release your hand from the foot and slide your left foot all the way down as you forward fold. So it's this little cross leg forward fold. So you're on the ball of your right foot, sole of right foot facing the outside. Keep the ball of the right foot down, step the left foot back, find a pigeon pose. There we go, chest up. Now take your left hand and come across the mat. Right hand can walk back, maybe even you're in a half wrap. And if you want to stay down, you can. Left hand's going to reach back for the left foot. You can also come up to grab. Now we're going to take this down dog splits. Right leg comes up in the air. Let's go right knee, right shoulder, nice and high. See if you can extend it forward and fly. Right leg goes back in the air, and then right knee will go to the left elbow. Now, most of you know this pose. Back foot spins flat. Use your left hand to grab and pull your knee up to your chest. Look how high I am here. I don't want to just grab my foot down here. I want to be up super high and tight. So then when I grab, I can almost kiss my knee the entire time. Bringing the arm overhead. Eventually setting the right heel down. When I do that, you got to pivot on the ball of the back foot. Yeah, find your splits. And without moving the right heel too much, just pull the right hip back. So for down dog splits, we're going to do the scissor, the jump switch with the scissor legs. So I got to come forward when I jump, and my left leg has got to go up. Left leg goes up, I came forward, chaturanga. All right, you give that a try. Up dog, down dog. All right. Okay, moving on to the other side. Left leg comes up. Step it through, warrior 2. Draw outer left hip back and make a half wrap. Now reverse the warrior. Right now, get really strong in your legs. So the back leg, quadricep engaged, front leg, hamstring kind of squeezing in. Now come forward, left arm is extended and you're over top of your front thigh. Now that front foot will start to straighten out, the knee will start to move back. So imagine you're pulling your heel back, engaging the inner thighs, keeping you from sliding, keeping you in this place nice and tight. Real stable. 3, 2, and fingertips, back leg lifts. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Go ahead and touch it. Feel that it's really strong. Engage quadricep. Engage glute. Go ahead and hit it. Make sure it's tight. Quarters are bouncing, right? Right hand to the sky. Now float the fingertips. That's your core. It's also that right hand directing energy upward toward the sky. Connected to the earth, reaching to the sky. Start to bend the left knee and go into goddess pose. All right, this time, hands to heart center, eyes closed. It's more challenging to keep you in this pose when I can't see you, right? When we're not sharing that collective energy, but we are. Remember your feet, the roots that we were growing earlier. So feel those roots in your feet going down into the earth, and then feel the roots spreading in all directions until we're all connected, sharing the space, sharing the same strength, sharing the same struggles in just slightly different ways. So just try to stay present, stay connected, but stay rooted. Three. Sink into those roots, get deep. Two. And then sink so deep you just shift into your right knee and take a seat. Padikasana, gate pose. Variation of it, take the left hand to right ankle. Try to keep your right knee straight up and down above the ankle. It tends to go out or in. Keep it stacked. I like transitions to come from movements of the arms and the hands. So when I go into this transition, I shift and my arms open out wide. Toes come in just slight. Then I shift forward into the balls of the feet. Front ribs are lifting. And then folding into it. Grab the back of your ankles. All right, halfway lift on fingertips. Back foot, angle it in. Just enough, just a bit. And then front foot, turn it out. And what I like to do is circle that left hand around and around and around. And then bring the right arm overhead. Right hip, move it toward the right side of your mat. And you'll feel how your left hip will then draw back. When you're ready, reaching over top right hand. Look up at your right hand. Bring the right fingertips down and just pivot on the ball of your back foot. That's it. You get the straight front leg, straight leg, runner, fold forward. Bending into the front knee, right hand stays down. Lift the hand, lift the foot, flip. So pretty intentional with this staggered sidearm balance. I know everyone tries to make everything just harder, but it's not necessarily about being hard, but maybe more aligned, and then the correct muscles are working, right? So if I have that right foot in front of the left, I can then press the hips forward, draw the right hip back, keep the shoulders stacked. Then I can use that nice alignment to make the pose challenging by lifting and floating the right leg. Right heel's up, 3. Grip the mat, grip the earth like you're holding a handful of grass, 2. And 1, step it up, runner's lunge. All right, big standing sequence here, rise, coming into a tree, but it's not just relying on the foot and the thigh pressing, it's actually the hamstring, because we could all just float our tree and just have the big toe lightly touch the inner thigh, but we'll let the press happen and then shift the hips to the left, drawing the belly in and then finding the branches of your tree. This is just our ability to kind of be with the waves of change, like a breeze, swaying without breaking. Okay, right hand hip, left piece fingers, or grabbing the heel or arch or outer edge, whatever you feel is best to get you aligned, not just doing it right. Coming around to center, half lotus. Bring that left heel up into the right hip crease. And then just gently let your knee come down. Don't force anything. If you need to go lower on the thigh, that's fine. Half wrap behind. Now your pelvis is a bowl. If you can imagine your pelvis as being a bowl, you don't want the water to pour forward or spill back. You want to keep that pelvis nice and level. So the hip points pull up a little bit. Waistline draws in. And then from here, slide the left ball of the foot all the way down to the outside of the right foot, folding forward. You want to have some weight on the ball of that left foot. Now step right foot back and you're aligned for your pigeon pose. Okay, crawl the right arm out to the side. Left hand walks back, maybe a half wrap. So you can reach back with your right hand, you can stay down, or you can come all the way up. Coming up onto your hands, send left leg up and back. All right, here we go. Left knee, left shoulder, come forward and shift. Always remember to lift the chin in your arm balance. Get the energy moving forward, back to down dog splits. Now we'll take it across the body. Back foot goes flat, and then you'll see in me why I don't just grab the foot first. See that angle that I'm creating? It's kind of awkward, but if I lift, I get those hips open, and then I can grab and extend. Eventually bring it all the way around. Left heel comes down on the ball of the back foot. Full splits. And instead of moving just the heel, think about the leg bone pulling back. And that just shifts the heel. It doesn't actually move it. I'm going to show you my trick, and I've taught this many times before, but it's really just a trick to make it like I have more space because I don't. So what I'll do is I'll actually just scoot the back knee forward and bring my hands up at the same time. Now that allows me then to take left leg back, and then I do my jump switch and I go forward as the right leg goes up. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Maybe you want to shake it out. You can bring those heels up and down, little pulsing action. Creating a release. Should feel good in your pelvis and your lower back. Almost like everything just lets go and becomes jiggly. Good. Come down onto your knees. Keep your toes curled underneath. So our feet, that's our connection to the earth when we walk around most days, right? Or oftentimes those feet get tight. So we want to make sure we're stretching the bottoms of the feet. I believe this pose is one of those things I try to incorporate as much as I can, just because it's something we all could use and we all need. We're not all blessed to be walking around barefoot all the time, which definitely helps your pelvis and everything else get on better alignment. 3 more deep breaths. We'll bring the forearms down to the ground, curl the toes, or keep the toes curled, but lift. Now push your heels toward the floor and then walk it up a little bit more. Now move chest back toward thighs. So the action is this, guys. It's imagining that you have a block between your elbows and you're holding that in. And then you're imagining that you're taking that block and shoving the block up and overhead. So the block is above your forehead, above the crown of your head. So I'm pushing, squeezing, and then pushing, pushing, pushing. So that when I take one leg up and I jump, I'm more stacked shoulders over hips. The other thing I'm always concentrating on is pushing chest back through. So there's more stacking and less arching. If you feel like you're getting pulled down off the wall or down to the ground, that's because your chest isn't probably coming through enough and your ribs aren't pulling in, your transverse abdominis. Okay, try that a little bit more if you want it. And we'll end up meeting on our backs. Knees bent, feet flat. And using the energy of the ground to lift us up into a bridge. Going right up into a bridge. Keep using the earth, whether it's your shoulder blades, your hands, and definitely your feet to press down. And then go ahead and take a little rest. We will do it again. Bridge upward facing bow. See if you can take this next one edge. Bringing your knees together, feet flat, cross right ankle over left, right thigh over left thigh. And bring knees to chest and over to the left for a twist. Keep right shoulder blade grounded. Just let your head gently roll to the right. Now release your half to the inner thigh behind you and reach your overhead. Now start to lift and push the right hip. When you sit, now you're perfectly aligned, facing the side, leg forward. Fold. Little adjustment. Up. And slowly coming up, we'll take feet to the front. Big toes touch, thighs spiraling in. Lift, reach, and then fold forward. And keep your knees hugging in a little bit. A little ritual at home, physical or spiritual. Maybe it's a traditional. Maybe you have something that you like to do instead. Maybe some way you can help. It helps you more deeply connect spiritually or just to the earth. Bring your arms by your sides, kind of a little bit like you're in sand or grass, maybe cozy snow. If you like to be in the nice, helping you feel nice and safe, supported, secure. Maybe just thinking about the ways we can give back to her, to Pachamama. It's like ways we can contribute collectively, reminding ourselves that we're all this through these roots, through the earth. This is a nice long Shavasana song, real calm, 432 hertz, the vibration of possibly the earth, a healing vibration. So one more vibration coming from me as I close you out so you can stay down. Modern yoga